Hey everybody, how's it going? I thought today I would talk some. I've mentioned this in some other videos, but in terms of one of the most important things I use to help me cope with my illness is a Bible verse or a set of verses that I was introduced to, and it's referred to as the armor of God. And it's from Ephesians 6, verses 10 through 16. Sorry about that. That was my keys. I'm going to pull it open here for you. And as I do that, I'll show you here. I've got a dog tag that I wear. You can kind of see it here. It says Armor of God, and then it's got the different parts of the armor from the Bible verse. This is like, as my kids call, my Jesus armor. And it's known throughout my family that this is Dad's Jesus armor. You know, you can do whatever you want. This is something I use to remind myself every day that God is taking care of me and His truth is there and He protects me from the untruthful garbage that can happen when I'm descending and going into a bad place. So this is that, other prong of the support system that I'm using that I refer to a lot, which is obviously my faith. So I'm going to read this to you. But before I do that, this is for those that, are looking for something that's kind of a reminder that, like, when you're in a bad place and you just can't get yourself out of it, I would highly recommend something like this. I mean, I just looked it up on Amazon and it said Armor of God, and there's all kinds of different things. Whether it's in, there's many different verses you can use. I'm going to try continue to post verses on the page of stuff that I think would be inspiring that you can latch onto. But I think that this has been essential. It's been so helpful. I think this cost like $10, $12. It's all metal. I don't know what it's made exactly out of, but it's durable. I take it in, it's waterproof or whatever. It doesn't matter. This is just the cheap dog tag. But the point is this is like, it's something I don't go without. I wear it 24/7, and it's cool because it's created a dialogue and conversation with my family and with my kids, where I'm teaching them about Jesus armor and what it is. And I tell them every single day when they go to school and when they're going somewhere, I say, we've come up with a little saying we use. This is the kid stuff, but it's the same thing. Everybody should be wearing their Jesus armor. And for them who are really little, they're 3 and 4, we say, no biting, no hitting, no spitting, be nice to people, love, help, share. So that's what they recite with me every time, every day when we go to school. So again, we've kind of tried to transfer this concept that not only helps me with my mood disorders, but just in general with our family, that Jesus and His love and His strength protects us and is there, and He's a refuge, and He can keep us, and bring us into the light and into the truth. So with that said, let's go ahead and read it here. Ephesians 6. Okay, because the armor of God. Finally, be strong in the Lord and His mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, the authorities, and the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground after you have done everything to stand. Stand firm with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in your place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. In addition to this, take up the shield of faith, which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation with the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. And I pray in the Spirit on all occasions with all kinds of prayers and requests. With this in mind, be alert and always keep on praying for all of Lord's people. Pray also for me, for whenever I speak, words may be given to me so that I will fearlessly make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am the ambassador in chains. Pray that I may declare it fearlessly as I should. So there's different parts to it. There's the shield of faith, sword of the Spirit, belt of truth. We call it body armor, or breastplate of righteousness. Shoes of peace, or gospel of peace. I'm forgetting one here. And sword of the Spirit. That's it. So there you go. Powerful stuff, man. You know, again, for the guys that are listening, and girls too, like, this is like, dude, don't mess. Watch out, man. I mean, it's kind of that whole dominate thing that I talked about earlier, where, you know, God can be very, you know, very caring and compassionate and kind of, you know, sort of in tune from that standpoint, where it's a little more meek and a little more humble. This is like the strong, like, you know, bam, don't mess. Guess what? We're not only going to, like, get out of this, we're going to, like, protect you. We're going to make sure that you don't get hit. And we're going to make sure that whatever stuff is going on that is not true, you know, see ya. Get out of here. So again, for those that may or may not be believers, I don't care. I'm just telling you, this has been something that's helping me so much. And it is, man, it is powerful. And it works. And it is inspiring. And it is my battle cry when I'm at my worst and I'm on my knees and I'm weak and I'm sobbing or whatever it is. I'm paralyzed. I can't do anything. This is the stuff that I turn to and I recite as I look at my necklace and my dog tag to remind me of God's love and that He will always rescue me. And not only will He rescue me, He will protect me and He will help me defeat the untruth and the enemy that we deal with in our illness. God bless you always, and we'll talk soon. Take care.